இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை வழங்குவோர் த ரைஸ் எழுமின் தமிழர்கள் இணைந்து நடத்தும் த ரைஸ் எழுமின் வட அமெரிக்க மாநாடு. நடைபெறும் நாள் அக்டோபர் 23, 24, 2020. வட அமெரிக்க தொழில் வணிக வாய்ப்புகளை அறிந்து கொள்ளவும் வெற்றியாளர்களிடமிருந்து கற்றுக்கொள்ளவும் இன்றே பதிவு செய்வீர். பதிவு கட்டணம் இல்லை. பதிவு செய்ய usa.tamilrise.org என்ற இணையதளத்தை பயன்படுத்தவும்.
Collaborations are the way to creating greater results in your life. No more competitions, only collaborations work these days. And how do you convert collaborations into cash? So that's a conversation we are having today. And thank you so much, Madam Vennila, for your another round of questions that you have put up for me. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, ma'am. And the other two sessions that we have done already, they have naturally led to this topic. How is transformational education going to result in collaborations? How are quality connections going to help in effective collaborations? So we can easily relate to that.
That's right. So this is where the progress is happening. And these 3 sessions are 100% pure learning for people. Just understanding these concepts, they can create magnificent results in their life, because these are time-tested, proven stuffs that we are sharing today. And this is also because we want to give an insights to what is available for them in our Certificate in Applied Entrepreneurship program that is being organized by English with Vennila, Madam Vennila, who is the founder of English with Vennila YouTube channel. So thank you so much once again for being part of this journey, that we are so excited in uplifting the mind, the heart, and the will of business people around the world.
Thank you, Dr. Aziza, and I hope this will be a very, very fruitful session.
Yes,
inspiring many people to sign up for the program.
That's right. So you want to start the question?
Yes, of course. The first question is, are there any special skills needed to establish effective collaborations? And is the program going to teach the participants those skills? That is one question, an important question.
Yes. So we said, 3 keys, special keys. We have 3 keys. 3 keys, very important keys that we feel that when you understand the core of these keys, so it is the keys, that means you need to open it. So remember, the keys are given to you. You need to open it. We cannot open it for you. So what are the 3 keys? Key number 1 is the clarity in your business. How clear are you in your business structure? What do you want out of a collaboration? The clearer you are, the faster the collaboration will get effective. Let me just be very upfront with you on this. Clarity in your business, in your collaboration ideas, what do you want out of them? And most important thing is clarity of the person coming to you. They need to be clear what they want. If they are not clear and you are going to be proposing something, they may take up in excitement or wanting to collaborate. But when they are not clear, the collaboration can fall apart. So this is the kind of conversation that we need to get into. So people always think, okay, you need to be clear. Fine. It's my responsibility to be clear. How do you make sure that the other person is clear? So this is where the clarity in the individual self is important. And when you are attracting, like what we said, to attract quality connections, you will realize that they are already in a better level of clarity and a more evolved form of human being, I would say. It's not judging anybody. It's just the process that people take. Like anybody who want to work with us on the various platforms that we have, 10 years ago, Aziza would have been different. Right now, Aziza is different. Last time, Aziza was a one-man show. Now, Aziza operates differently. So that is where the clarity comes in and the way that we operate. And then when people come forth and they are clear, and when we know they are clear, it becomes much more immediate collaboration. So remember, today's keys is not about this. It's about this. How do you get into this? Collaborations like this will last forever. I still remember Madam Vennila, you talked about how relationship building is the key to connections. So as we stay like this, that's how conversion to cash can happen, because you start valuing each other. The value is created. When you are clear of what you have and what you want, and the person comes with you to you clear what they have and what they want, they see value.
Yes.
When you see value in each other, the collaboration takes a whole new level. So clarity in the value is the ultimate. Clarity in the business self, clarity in the value of the individual partner. So nobody is feeling like they are in the other person's mercy. You know how it's like. Sometimes people will get into a partnership, they want to overrule. They feel like, okay, I'm having major stakes, so I must overrule you. Not needed. Everybody must be respected and valued for the collaboration. Then it is where the cash untaps the clarity. So that's the first one, clarity. The second one is communication, consistency in communication. Consistency. Communication is one part, getting into action is one part. So consistency in the way that we communicate regularly. It is also, we can say, frequency in communication, right? How often? You cannot be in a collaboration, partnership and say, I'll speak to you once a week. Honestly, if you want to convert to cash, you must be in communication every day and be in that motion. So consistency in taking action, which is so crucial that for us to take it forth to the next level. So that is consistency in, are you following me? Is there anything that you want to add on, or you have any questions along this?
It strengthens the relationship, it strengthens the business, and each of them starts putting in ideas and it grows bigger. Yes.
Yes.
We cannot wait for the person to share our ideas. Then they fade away. So if we are in constant touch with the partner, every day we get to discuss and take the business forward. Right?
That's right. It's like building a fire, or it's like you need to keep blowing into it to make it into, like when we do, you need to fan it to grow it, right? So when we say to go, in a good way, you want to get fire to cook, right? So you need to blow into it to get it into, so you need to be consistently to give it energy. That's what we are saying. So consistency gives us energy, like what you said, fantastic. The ideas flow, the alignment happens, what works comes out, and then we get to realize, okay, this person needs support in some way, so we need to support them so that the result can appear. The same thing, we can voice out what is lacking in us so they can support us. So it becomes a real egoless game when we get into that.
Where we can make corrections also, mid-course corrections.
Yes.
There's a good
Yeah,
understanding.
Corrections, that's right. So talking about that, when we take it forward in that way, the other thing I wanted to give you an example is the car, gear 1, gear 2, gear 3, gear 4. You cannot jump to gear 4, right? I don't drive, I don't have a license to drive, so I don't know the actual thing. So, but you cannot, from start off, you cannot be on gear 4. You need to go into the different gears. That much I know. So this is where the consistency gears us up to get into clarity of each other, especially if we are new to each other. And I will give you some examples of fabulous collaborations we have made in the process. I'll tell you in a while on these examples of it, where we converted them to cash, right? So that is on the consistency in communication. Then the third and the most important one is the commitment to see it through. How committed are you with the end result? Or are you in an ego game that halfway through you feel like, oh, I'm not feeling comfortable with this person. I don't think I want to work with them because this person has told me off, or this person doing that way I don't like. He's put me this way, I don't, so I'm not going to participate. So you cut them off. Then it's gone. So the real conversion of a collaboration into cash is the ultimate of our commitment to see it through. And as much as we have clarity in what we have for each other, and also the consistency in communication, when these two break down, the third will not happen. There will not be any commitment. When the commitment is there, you can fine-tune this too. The clarity can be fine-tuned, the communication can be fine-tuned, and so the commitment is the ultimate game for any business. You know that, Madam Vennila, how you have grown your this thing. You applied all of these three. You got clearer in your way of doing your
commitment to self, commitment to the students. In my case, I can say, if they want a lesson to be done, and if they ask me, and sometimes I can see the desperation in them, like the exams approaching, they want certain topics to be done, and they ask me in the comment section, in the channel, like, please do a lesson on this. And I'm like, that is the number one priority for me at that time. I don't know who the person is, but the person is so dependent on me. He has placed trust in me, so I should deliver. That's the only thing that matters at that time. And it so happened that once I did a video for one person, until now that video happens to be the most viewed in the channel with
Wow.
70,000 views. Actually, I
Fantastic.
did a video for one person because she had an exam approaching. So I had this thought in my mind: will this help? Will it be viewed by many? Because I was not aware of the requirement of the many. But I did the video for one person, committed, because I told her in the comment section itself. I asked her to leave her email address, and then we were communicating. I asked her what particular topics she needed, and I prepared and delivered, and it helped so many people
So you
ultimately.
just demonstrated about giving and receiving. So you just gave unconditionally based on the requirements. You were very clear about the market requirements and you delivered
Yes,
it. So this commitment to deliver goes beyond money, if you notice. That's where the clarity is. At the same time, that is the commitment that generates the cash. So this is a universal law. I'm not just applying for collaboration. It is a business law that the more value add we give, the more we will receive. And the way that we receive, it's not just cash, it is holistic. It is relationships, it is good health, everything put together. That's the power of the kind of programs that we run, where we get into imbibe such create clarity in business people. And sometimes, so far you have been doing it unconsciously, right? You just went
yes,
ahead doing it. So now I have labeled it for you. Will you be doing it more consciously and you'll be more excited to do it even more?
yes, of course. When it is clear, we want
That
to
is
take
the
it.
idea behind this. So very successful business people do not know how to break down their success. So what we have done is we have broken down how they have done it and given back to them, and they are like, oh my god, then I just have to do this again and again and again. So that is where the clarity comes in, and then there is no stopping for us to grow and globalize ourselves. So that is the idea behind creating effective connections. These three key areas, if you know, is a tip of the iceberg. There is a lot of what you call branches to it. When you talk about clarity, I just told you today, clarity is on both sides, not just business clarity. As much as the first session, we said you need to be clear. So now you need to make sure the other person is clear. So how do you create that model? There's phased approach that you need to take in your business. There's so many areas that you need to look at when you're going into a collaboration. And so the other than the clarity through phase progress, the communication, not just consistency, not just in communication, in the actions, in the different things. And there's a lot of consistency practices you need to take on. Then come to the third one is the commitment. What level of commitment? How are you gauging it? In which areas you need to commit? And how are you going to be sure that the other person is committing as much as you? Or is it like, it's a one-way street? So these kind of, and how do you check on them? These are very deep work that needs to be explored and explained. Can I share with you some examples?
Please, yes, please.
Because everybody would like to know, okay, so you say about it, how do you do that? So it is not like a theory we have created. These are proven models that we have done. So one of the programs that we conducted I attended few year to last year, one of a very huge Indian chambers, sorry, not Indian chambers, High Commission India in Singapore. They conducted an event. It has 4,000 people attending it, registered and attending it over 2 days. And I was there and I was attending as an attendee, and I was looking at the speakers and seeing who I can connect. I usually prefer to connect with the speakers because I work with center of influence, right? So in our business, it's all about connecting with center of influence so we can reach out to more people. We are not, we are not looking for customers. Remember, we're looking for support network who can see the value. Now, we are very clear about that. We never look at people as a client. I never came to Madam Vennila as a client. I saw you as a powerful support network who can really add value, until I found out you have a gold mine behind you that you have not even looked at seriously to tap on. So that's how, the more we get to know each other, that's how it comes out. So the support network I look up to. So this session, when I was there, I was connecting with some of them. And one of the participants who went to connect with the speaker, he was not the speaker. went to connect with the speaker. He heard me talk to the speaker and he said, "Hi, I want your card. I think we can do something together." I'm like, "Okay." Then I gave him my card. And you know what? He's the top person of one of the largest chamber in India based in Delhi. And in the 2 days, 48 hours, we were in constant communication, giving clarity to each other on what is our business. And by the end of the second day, we committed to each other to bring in delegates from Singapore, Malaysia, across Asia into India as Shine Go Global delegates. And guess what? Within 2 months, of course, when we bring in delegates, we charge them a fee, right? So there is a financial thing that happens. So at this juncture, a lot of things were turning off, and we brought a group of people into India, right? And they were seeing whatever that was going on, and we were the official facilitator, foreign delegation facilitator for the organization, for the event, where there were ministers from different parts of Delhi, North India that was there. And from attending the program, one of the lady became our shareholders.
Oh.
So look at collaborations that can lead to cash and can lead to, so it is not always, you will notice that anybody who attend our programs, I've been saying this again and again, what is the important element we give in our programs that converts people to shareholders? We want people to replicate that. It's not about only we can do it. Anybody can do it. The value you need to show to your customers, to your clients, to your shareholders, or rather the people, the collaborators, so they can get converted to cash. That is very important. And I have to say that not everybody needs to be your shareholder. We have said no to many people who wanted to become our shareholder, by the way, because they don't add value to our company.
Quality.
Say that again.
Yeah, because we need quality.
That's right. We need quality people in our circle, in our energy. That's right. So that's what happened. So this is where the clarity is. Even today morning, I was in a call with a Chinese organization. Yeah, Singaporean Chinese. By the way, Singaporean Chinese are different from China Chinese. They are very different in the way that they think and everything. They have done up an association for culture and development, right? So culture development, not only for Chinese culture, but all cultures. Interestingly, the person is a Chinese. He only knows Chinese culture. He was thinking of Aziza, to think of Indian culture and Malay culture and other culture. And it's an association. And he just told me today, we wanted you to be our secretary in the association, to be part of the core team. I said, and then you know what he said? The next sentence, they said, we realize that we cannot bring you in because you have so much of clarity and your direction is so clear that I cannot lock you into our game.
Yes.
So now we have come up with a plan, and he saw the clarity in me, so he came to his clarity. This is what it is. So right now, we're not stopping there. I'm not a secretary in that space. We are going to be an organization supporting their organization, opening up the cultural education to educate people on Indian culture or Tamil culture, educating people on Malay, Indonesian culture, so that people learning all these, and of course, Chinese culture as well, because a lot of people want to learn about China, go to China and conduct. So there's this opportunity for everybody to come together in one association, in one model. So this is where and behind that is, once you learn culture, you network, you can do business together.
Yes.
Right? So this is the direction we take. So when you are going into that space, you will know that the clarity can come in, and then with that clarity, you continue conversation, and then you can execute through powerful collaboration. Again, I want to just reiterate, collaborations are not just partners who become shareholders. They can be in short-term relationship with you to execute phased projects.
Yes, correct.
Right? So that's a commitment that we're giving. Yeah. So that kind of sums up the kind of 3 keys that people need to have. And any other questions? I know it's a long answer I've given. So any other questions you have?
Yeah, that answer includes everything. I was listening to it, how clarity in us gets reflected so that the other person sees it and we get into a partnership.
That's right. So right now, all these things said and done about education and getting into quality connections and effective collaboration, we are going to be sharing this in a executable, in a experiential way. That's why it's called applied entrepreneurship. So in these sessions that we are conducting and organized by Venila's team, together with you and your community of people around the world, we will be going through 888 hours of immense, immersed learning on these 3 areas. And as what we shared many times, and yesterday we said it, and we would want to share again, everybody who's going through this program will get to learn and apply whatever that we have shared into a deeper level in their business, be it a startup or someone who's in business. Even if you are planning for an IPO, we can do that with you, because that's the kind of magnified view that we give for SMEs to join hands. And these are basic universal principles that has not been shown to you, that will be shared in this format, in this concoction. So it has never been shown in this direction, because this is where the real result appears. So these are time tested and proven, led by myself and my business partner, Mr. Ayupadas Kunnet, who has been a chief strategist, and he's the person who really works the numbers with us in getting into clarity. I think Vennila ji has got a lot of experience going through those sessions. You want to share a little bit on that?
Yeah, see, this session, the one exciting thing about this session is that the participants will be able to experience growth in their business while they are doing the program itself. So they can see it for themselves. So that's one thing they're looking for too.
And one thing, not only myself and Aipaji will be in that space, we are lead instructors. We will be bringing in other instructors to hear from. So we don't believe that this is about us being trainers. This is not about training. This is about instructing. It's about being just there for you, giving you inputs, guiding you, and you go out there, create the result, make the mistakes as needed, and correct it so that you can come out in a more structured format. And all the success stories we have seen over the years of people going through this program has been magnanimous. Even listed companies going through some segments of this program expanded their view on what their business is capable of and how they are restructuring their business model to become much more effective in their business. So this is a time-tested model that we are talking about in executing. So that's where we are right now. And so these sessions are going to start in October. We have the link for everyone to join in the chat box. We have the details there. People can register and of course get connected with Madam Vennila to be part of this journey, and lots of success happening for everybody.
No, blessed are we to be part of the program, because I already see so many things happening. I can visualize it. People who have been running their businesses as one-man shows for years together can now get into collaborations and then make the business bigger. So that's the kind of value we can give to their businesses.
Yes. And also, I think we can do a shout out to trainers, coaches, and mentors at this time to say that this program is about not just about us conducting it. When you attend it, you will get clarity in your business in these 3 areas, and we can become collaborative partners and even take up the modules with us to grow with us. So this can be a very powerful journey. And as Vennila ji also, Madam Vennila is expanding her team to include other trainers, coaches to work together with her. This is a good time for us to look what's possible for everybody in terms of a long-term plan. So this is something that trainers, coaches, mentors across the world can make use of right now. Coming online and creating their online presence is I think we should have a separate conversation on that, purely for trainers, coaches, mentors, and the areas that we can support them. Yes. Okay, so thank you so much once again, and I hope this kind of sums up everything, and we will look forward to meeting you at our session, and feel free to connect with us and Madam Vennila for more details and registration.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aziza, and thank you, Go Global Business School. This wonderful opportunity that we're going to take to so many people around and add value to themselves as personally, and also to their business sphere of activity.
Absolutely, thank you. Thank you for being part of that journey together. God bless, and we'll catch up with everyone soon. Thank you.
குறிஞ்சி, முல்லை, மருதம், நெய்தல், பாலை என தமிழ் இதுவரை அறிந்தது 5 திணைகள். 19, 20ஆம் நூற்றாண்டுகளில் உலகெல்லாம் பரவிய தமிழர்கள் அறிவும், உழைப்பும், தொழில் முனைப்பும் பகிர்ந்து தாங்களும் வளர்ந்து தமக்கு இடம் தந்த நாடுகளையும் வளர்த்து பன்முக பெருமிதங்களுடன் உருவாக்கியிருப்பது அயலகம் எனும் 6ஆம் திணை. 5 திணை தாயக நிலப்பரப்பு தமிழரையும் 6ஆம் திணையான உலக தமிழர்களையும் கூட்டு சிந்தனை, கூட்டு மூலதனம், கூட்டு தொழில் முனைதல் என 21ஆம் நூற்றாண்டு தமிழர் எழுச்சிக்கான புள்ளிகளில் இணைக்கும் நம்பிக்கை பேரமைப்பு த ரைஸ் என்ற எழுமின் அக்டோபர் 23, 24 நாட்களில் அமெரிக்கா, கனடா நாடுகளில் த ரைஸ் எழுமின் தமிழர்கள் இணைந்து நடத்தும் அனைத்துலக தமிழ் தொழில் முனைவோர் மற்றும் திறனாளர்கள் மாநாடு ஒரு வரலாற்று திருப்புமுனை. வெற்றியாளர்களிடமிருந்து கற்றுக்கொள்ளவும், தொழில் முனைதல் கனவுகளுக்கு வழித்தடம் வகுக்கவும், வட அமெரிக்க தொழில் வணிக வாய்ப்புகளை அறியவும் விரும்புவோர் இன்றே பதிவு செய்வீர். இது தமிழர் தலை நிமிர் காலம். பதிவு கட்டணம் இல்லை. பதிவு செய்ய விரும்புவோர் usa.tamilrise.org என்ற முகவரியை பயன்படுத்தலாம்.